Now, one of the most famous music icons of India, the veteran film singer S.P. Balasubramaniam, often known as SPB, has died in Chennai at the age of 74. Now, he was admitted to hospital in early August after testing positive for the coronavirus. Seen as legendary in South Indian cinema, he's recorded more than 40,000 songs in a career spanning 50 years, performing in more than a dozen languages. Well, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid his tributes to the singer on Twitter. He said India's cultural world is a lot poorer with the loss of SPB, a household name across India. His melodious voice and music enthralled audiences for decades. Let's talk to Ashanti Omkar from the BBC Asian Network, who has a special show on South Indian music, and she's visited the singer as well as interviewed him. And just tell us, Ashanti, I mean, he is an absolute legend. He was prolific with his recording of songs. Just tell us what this means to India.
I totally echo what the PM, the Prime Minister, said, because this was completely devastating news to wake up to. He had been critical, but at one point in August, we saw a video of him from hospital saying, "I will get better, I'll be back." And I've been keeping in touch with his son, and everybody has been praying. All my socials have completely blown up with people's tributes to him, music directors, record labels. Everybody is mourning his passing. Although he has given us so much music, we knew there was so much more to him that he could have given us. And this is what's made us really sad, because from day one he had this certain dulcet tone to his voice, this emotion that he brought that completely grabbed us, and it never left him. Even very recently, he recorded with Ilayaraja, the legend of India. They were great friends. He actually recorded a song which completely touched my heart to revisit it today, because it was for the warriors of COVID and of the pandemic. It was a song as a tribute to all those people who are helping people get over this pandemic. And to see that this has taken him has completely devastated all of us.
Ashanti, you had the privilege to meet the man himself. What was he like to talk to?
Oh my gosh, Corinne, I have to say, when I went to that set to meet him, because I had met him a couple of times, my first ever trip to India in 2001, I had met him, he introduced me to his whole family. It was a wedding, a big wedding of Venkat Prabhu, a director in India. And that was my first ever trip to India, and the warmth that he exuded there was just magnificent. And then I'd met him backstage at a show in Toronto, and then going to India and walking onto this set. He was actually acting in a film that his son had been producing at the time. And this man was just magic, is all I can describe him as. Because one thing he said to me that I will never forget is that when I kind of quoted these figures and said, "My gosh, you are so humble to somebody who's done so much," and he just said to me, "All I'm doing is just telling the truth. I always tell the truth, and that is what I'm about." And you know, all of these things are things that I do on a daily basis. I haven't found that this is anything special. So he just believed that, yes, I'm being called to do these things, let me do these things. And he was just magic. He wanted to feed us on set, and it was just amazing. And I will never forget that memory. I put it up on my socials because that is that one memory for me that will always stay with me all through my life. And I was kind of born into his music. I heard his voice from the time I was a baby, and we lived in Nigeria. I heard some of his songs again and again, especially from Sankaraparanam. And I've been learning classical music, and what can I say?
Ashanti, I'm sorry we have to leave it there. It's really been good talking to you. Ashanti Omkar from the BBC Asian Network, sharing her memories of SPB as he was known.